Alright guys, welcome to Our World Outdoors. I'm Tony, and today we're going to be looking at the 3F UL Gear 15D. This is the Poncho Tarp. Now, there's lots of different people you can order it from. Mount Hour Outdoors is who I got this one from off Aliexpress. I know Yuki's got a bunch of ads for these. Now, not to be confused, this is the 15D, which is supposed to weigh 223 grams. Then you've got the 210T, alright? I'm guessing that's just taffeta, but this is more abrasion resistant. This one is lighter, but this one weighs 347 grams, okay? So don't get them confused. Also, it's important to note that these come in long sleeve, short sleeve, with a belt, without a belt. I know I ordered short sleeves on all mine. I don't know if I got the upgraded versions with the belts or not. We'll have to wait till we open it up to see. But today we're going to focus on the 15D, and I'll do another video about the 210T. Alright, so first thing we'll do is we'll open up the bag here. These took about 3 weeks to get here, by the way, guys. And you can see 3F UL Gear. So, wow, I didn't expect that. 206 grams, the way it sits. That makes me wonder about the other one. Yeah, that's less too. They must use the measurement for the long sleeve versions as the standardized. But yeah, 207 grams. I'm not going to complain about that. So, let's take and pull that. It's got a nice little zip lock there. Really small bag. I can see that this is going to be one of those things. I know a lot of others have problems with their Lanshan bags. I don't have a problem with that one, but I think I might have a problem with this one. Yep. First impression by feeling it is, it automatically feels like the vestibule door or the floor on my Lanshan tent. Oh. Yeah, so this is Missy's because this one has the belt. Alright, and you can see on the edging, they're reinforced. These are plastic, by the way, and these are sewn through. The edge is stitched, and actually looks really good. I'm pretty impressed. Here we've got Velcro sewn through, and then we got little plastic style. No, those are metal. Plastic coated metal clips. Bungee ties. These are really slick, and it weighs nothing. I mean, I've got a Frog Togs of this, and it weighs probably 4 times, 5 times this amount. It's crazy. You can see, I don't know if you can see that. See the half moon? It's sewn through right on the seam. I mean, let's look real close. You see how that's not perfectly square? I mean, that could be us being picky. It could be how it's folded. But all in all, this is pretty nice. I mean, to put this in perspective, I think when you look at it, it looks pretty good. Alright, so this one with the belt and everything was $22 free shipping. Alright, and just for comparison, the 210 taffeta, it was $15. So yeah, this one is Missy's. It's got the belt because she likes the belt. She likes to have it tightened down so it's not blowing. That's why she actually used to run a rain jacket. is because she didn't like my poncho from Frog Togs and how it bounced in the wind. But this thing weighs absolutely nothing, man. I'm telling you. 200 grams, 207 grams. I don't know. I'm going to have to do the math on that because I don't even, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to try and shove that whole thing back in the bag at the moment because I'm about to take it out and hang it up and show you guys some of the positions and have Missy try it on and stuff. But yeah, that's super light. I mean, could you really ask for anything better? So we're looking at about just ever so slightly like 7.3 ounces. So we're not even talking, we're talking like not even a half pound. I mean, really? But I don't trust their measurements, so we're gonna actually string this thing out and measure it for you out on the ground because I want to give you an honest look at this thing. But I'm gonna tell you, I've been sitting here going through it. I mean, look at the seams. They're double stitched. I mean, really, the craftsmanship is not bad. I mean, the buckles are strong. It's not the real thin, cheap ones. The buckles are actually stronger than what they use on their packs. I'm impressed. So, we'll get Missy to try it on. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll string it up over a ridge line and, you know, with some poles and do some different things. Get her up in porch mode and stuff and have a good look at her. Alright guys, I just wanted to come back real quick and mention something. I just tried to actually stuff this rather than rolling it up. And yeah, it's pretty much all you can do to make it happen. Honestly, rolling it up is probably the best option. It's just something you might want to consider if you get this. Or you can go find you one of them ditty bags made of Dyneema, DCF, whatever. Or even, you know, a real light sil nylon bag for something that's a little bigger. Or if you've replaced, you know, your Lanchan bag, I guess you could probably roll that down on this. But it'll go in, just stuffing it. But it takes a few minutes. So just wanted to make sure that was brought to everybody's attention. I don't want you to buy it and be like, that guy didn't tell me that it doesn't fit in the bag very well. Alright, so she has it put on. And it is hot, so she's suffering for you guys. Alright, now if you look at, let me go sideways on her here. This is made to catch the brim of a hat, so it gives you a drip edge. And on her collar, you'll see it's got a little tiny zip line here that'll compress it around her face if she wants to compress it. It's got Velcro on the collar. Alright, and if you turn around, we have this done in a different configuration. We have her belted in the back. Now if you'll notice, my wife's not real tall, but it's not touching the ground. But if we wanted to, we could hook these on here to give her some more leg room. But what you also have to understand is this usually is going to be up here because she's going to have a pack on. So I'm going to let this loose and then she can readjust it and put it to the front. So you got your clips right under your sides there. Right under your armholes, which are made with Velcro and snaps. Now she can turn around. And you got your 3F UL Gear printed on it. Alright. So, you guys can see it on her here. See, there's the snaps, and she can open it up if she wants to just have it draped there. That's the nice thing about the belt. The belt will let her just drape it open if she wants. It does have a heavier buckle than my pack does. But yeah,
size too.
We'll open up and show you what it looks like when she's got it all stretched out. It's pretty good size, so let's get this poor girl out of this thing 'cause she's sweating, and we'll get it hung up some ways. So this is our first variation. It's kind of like a porch mode. Basically, it's just a quick runoff water shelter. If you were hiking down the trail and you knew some big storm was coming in, you could set this up to wait it out. The head hole, we spun it and used a hair tie to tie it. There's a system you can do with the actual pull cord, but we're just trying to show you in quick terms. We're not taking a bunch of time on this today. As you can see, there's just one guy line off a trekking pole set at 125, another guy line off a 125 trekking pole, and the back ones are just pushed into the ground. And of course, my beautiful wife's sitting on a pad, so if she wanted to lay down and take a nap, she wouldn't have to worry about getting rained on.
Or read a book.
Or read a book. All right, let's get to the next variation. All right, guys, we've got it run on a diagonal now to get the maximum length out of it. We got the corners pinned down, they're offset. This is kind of our quickie tarp for when we take our hammocks out. Now, we don't have long hammocks, but this is still not long enough to cover our whole hammock. So this would just be to block some condensation or maybe a quick passing shower. It's not an actual tarp I'd use for my hammock, but it's just pinned down on the two sides, run diagonally, and there's somebody in there having the easy part of the whole trip. I'm filming, she's just laying there relaxing.
I'm chilling.
She's relaxing. So, just a ridge line. I toggled it with a stake to stretch it. So let's see what other things we can make out of it real quick. Okay, now we're back to the almighty tent setup. You see a lot of ultralight hikers trying to do stuff like this with tents. I don't like bugs, so I like my Lanshan too, but I mean, if you had a bivvy, you could do some things, and somebody is slacking on the job all day.
I have lots of room.
There's pretty good size in there. You and me could cuddle up under that if we had to.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So you can see that we're just on a ridge line. Just got the four corners staked out. Now you can make the walls higher and pulled out more if you wanted to, just by moving your stakes and your guy lines out. We're trying to just pull it down and tight to give you more of the A-frame feel. But I gotta tell you guys, this thing's awesome. I don't know which one I'm gonna like better, this one or the 210T. This is the 15D. The 210T, I believe, is taffeta backed for more abrasion protection. So we'll have to film that video and take a good look at it and see which one you like better. But right now, let's get the measurements. Okay, so you're looking at 7'4" or 88 inches on the length, and then wife will bend it at the seam. You can see she's got it on her end. I'm bending it. 4'10", 58 inches. So, not big enough really to per se cover anything major. I mean, if you were in a bivvy, this would be fine just to cover you up. But I probably wouldn't try and go hammock camping with this in a rainstorm. That's not my thing, really. All right, so we're breaking it down now, putting it away. I gotta say though, for I think it's $23 is what we paid for that. And my wife was kind of concerned because she's seen how heavy those frog togs I bought were, and she's like, I'm not wearing that. She's like, that'll blow all over the place. I don't want that. It's heavy, it's hot. This is still hot. We're not gonna say it's not, but it's a lot less heavy. And it has the belt so she can cinch it on a windy day. It has the features she wants. Now, if you know us, you know we don't care about getting wet sometimes. But we got some longer hikes coming up, and we're talking about some small through hikes, you know, 100 miles or so. And in those situations, you want to take breaks. And if it's going to start to rain, you don't want to be sitting there in the rain taking your break. And you can use these to cover up gear fast too if you get into a nasty mess. A lot of uses. And we like to hammock camp on our own terms, which means we go out only when it's nice out, because we don't want to deal with rain and hammocks, because we don't have those kind of hammocks. We don't have those setups. But this would give us some assurance, at least long enough to get ourselves up and figure out what we're going to do. Now, if you took 2 of these and had 2 trees real close to each other, you could probably rig something up, especially with the way our hammocks are with the bug netting. Now, here's the fun part. My wife's trying to use the tent folding method I told everybody about the Lanshan to get it in the bag. So let's just see how she does. My bet is she'll just slap that thing right in there, because that's what she usually does. This should be good. This is the fun part. Got a gnat right by her face. Look at that. That's a professional. That's how you fit it in holes. So it does go in there, guys.
With the tent method.
With the tent method, which we are going to be making a method of how to fold your Lanshan up and put it in its factory bag. So we'll be doing that. But look at the size of that. My wife's has small hands. I mean, that thing's tiny. And it weighs 7.3 ounces, so less than half a pound. And I'm telling you, you can't beat that for the money. You really can't, not for the size, the weight, and the money. Now, I would carry some tenacious tape in case you ripped it, because I don't care who you are, you'll rip ponchos. That's just, you run through stickers, especially in Ohio. But
so what's the cost?
$23.99 shipped, because that is the more expensive kind. I think mine was like 14 or 19. No, 19. I'm sorry, $19. So that one weighs less than mine. So we'll have to do the whole review on mine just the same way we did this. See how it pulls tight, see how it feels. And then we'll make her wear it again, because it's hot.
It's yours.
And we'll find a 90-degree day. In case you can't tell, she's getting chewed up by black flies. So we're gonna get out of here, but until next time, I'm Tony.
I'm Missy.
And we'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Hurry up, get done. I wanna go home.